I'm Father Matt Garrison. I'm pastor of Sacred Heart of Mary Catholic Church in Barling, Arkansas, and I'm an Air Force chaplain. I work with the 188th Wing here in Fort Smith as well.
So first question, I guess, is, where were you at, with exercise, nutrition, physically before, working with us? And I guess what prompted you to start working with us?
I think workout wise, I was mainly just doing cardio. I was doing the mountain biking regularly, trying to take Cletus for walks regularly, but nothing really structured. There was really no lifting or anything consistently in my routine. I would do the TRX straps when I thought about it, but there wasn't any thought to it. It was just something that I saw them hanging on the wall. I was like, oh, I need to go do that for a few minutes. Food wise, I didn't really think about what I put in my mouth. Tried not to eat a bunch of carbs, a bunch of sugars, things like that. I knew were not necessarily healthy for me, but I didn't really think through it, like how much protein I'm actually getting. In fact, after COVID, I had some health concerns, heart wise, and things like that. I think I was probably starving myself to avoid any kind of tachycardia or anything like that. I was afraid anything that I ate or drank or did would mess with my heart. I was kind of afraid to do anything for a while.
So what prompted you to jump on board with us?
I kind of don't remember. It's been a while. I think there was an email that I got maybe.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. And I was like, man, I need something more consistent. Let's give this a shot. And so I gave you a call and we made it happen.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, that's great.
That's like 2 years ago?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's just crazy. You had tried another program before, right?
Yes.
What have you noticed has been the difference between like our style and what you had tried before?
I can't even remember the name of the other program. There was a hefty buy-in on the front end. There was no connection. So I didn't feel like I could text or call and say, hey, this isn't working, or this is working. Hey, I've got progress. There was no connection. It just didn't work for me. I felt like there was really no noticeable progress. I didn't have anybody to check in on me either, really.
Speaking of progress, what progress have you seen? Like, what results have we seen since we started working together?
I can definitely tell a lot of muscle growth. Yesterday, our youth group met and we had a relay race and they're playing kickball and things like that. I don't hesitate to go and play with the kids. Whatever games they're playing outside and feel good about myself. Like I'm not out of breath. I'm not the old man out there who's getting my tail kicked by a bunch of kids. I notice myself, muscle growth, just the way my clothes fit. I don't feel sloppy. My parishioners notice, which isn't the main concern. I'm not trying to be vain about it. I'm not trying to show off. I think it helps me to be healthier for myself and for my parish. And they notice the energy. I notice the energy, things like that.
That's awesome. That's cool. If you're talking to somebody in person that's struggling with health or nutrition or anything like that, what would you say about HyProFit to them to either describe it or, say why you like it or your experience or anything like that?
I actually have had opportunity to talk to some folks about it. I don't know if they've taken the bait or not, but they've asked me. They said, hey, I noticed you're doing something right. You're feeling good. You're looking good. What's your secret? And so I've had an opportunity to tell them about HyProFit. I feel like there's a great connection personally with you. Also, the spiritual aspect of it kind of keeping me grounded in so many ways. It's a good opportunity to kind of help guide people with their diet too, because I'm not a trainer. I can't give a person specific dietary recommendations, but that's where you guys are great at kind of analyzing the person, helping them to better fit whatever foods they need and whatever exercise routine they need.
If HyProFit disappeared tomorrow, what would you miss the most?
I think you have given me a good base. I know what works. I know what I need to eat, things like that. I think mainly it's just being able to check in and say, hey, does this look right? Is this food okay? Is this supplement okay? What do you think of this? Having someone who knows the materials, knows the foods, the supplements, the exercises, to be able to check in and make sure that I'm not going rogue.
So you feel like through your working with HyProFit, you better able to serve your parishioners, your parish, like better serve your vocation to give yourself more fully. Like, would you agree with that? I guess, in what ways have you seen that play out?
When I would get to evening masses, for instance, I just sometimes feel spent. Like I had nothing more to give for the day, even if I didn't really do anything throughout the day. By the evening time, I had no energy left. Now I find myself energized throughout all my mass schedule throughout pretty much everything I have in the day. And you know my schedule, you know how crazy it is with the military and the parish. So some days can be absolutely insane, but I don't feel like I'm just dragging through the days anymore. So I'm able to serve my people at the airbase and my people at the parish and feel like I still have a little energy at the end of the day to do something that I want to do for myself or need to do for myself.